Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Flushed out right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready, two stinger. Corner, long.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Oh, what a move. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Turbo three, kick. 20 TX. Ready, sir.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Trying to improvise. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA's. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
There's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Another tote for ETN.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready. Hey. Watson, Oscar. Whoa.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Folasade American.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Lawrence. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Right, let's go.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
We're at 23.
On third and short, going with their tight end. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
In motion, Hill.
Let's go.
Here's Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
ETN fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Take right open.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready. Hey, 21 TX. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun, it's Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to pass. Tua. Short throw to Smith. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's safe. Go ahead. Hey! 21G. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Lawrence.
Uncorks one for Davis.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
5, 8, 8.
Tua.
His throw incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Here's Tua. A handoff running left is Mostert.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 2nd down.
44. Ready. Watson, Oscar. Long.
Throwing Tua. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
20, TX.
Now Tua. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins